The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. down. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Jackson from the shotgun. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. That's to the 2nd-year man, Puka Nacua. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kings.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Barkley, inside handoff. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And bulldozing his way through. And he's in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Jackson now. And complete to Zach Ertz. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Jackson. Called in left side here by Jennings. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Hey, report! Good.
Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield now. Out to the right here to Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Well, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Jackson. That's caught by Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, middle.
To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Patterson now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Point it right. Done.
They go play action. Mayfield. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll go to Barkley again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Regular. Point it right. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Good.
Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. He's to the 15, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And just shutting him off there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hey, hey, son.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass complete there to Nacua. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Jackson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Davis will try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up fourth down. Fourth and goal. Patterson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Escapes the defender. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Now he's into the clear again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 38 yards. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now Lamar changing the play. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He completes it to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A handoff to Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 4 yards out. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
No, we changed it.
Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. Completes it to Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Juwan Jennings from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jackson. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
125 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Brooklyn, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glen.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish